My goodness, this is crazy. Like all this, like really happening in one weekend.
In one weekend.
Mhm. Today on CityCast Chicago, this weekend might just be one of the hottest festival weekends in the city. No, I'm talking literally. And there's also a chance for more thunderstorms. We know the unpredictable weather isn't going to keep Chicago from having fun. So lead producer Simone, Alise, and I wanted to see if we can come up with an ideal itinerary to stay dry and cool while still enjoying these classic fests. It's Thursday, July 27th. I'm Jacoby Cochran, and this is what Chicago's talking about. Also joining us today is the homie and CityCast marketing coordinator, Jermaine Thomas. Here's how we're going to do this. We're focusing on 4 major festivals happening this weekend. We got Fiesta del Sol in Pilsen. You got the Silver Room Block Party at Oakwood Beach, Summer Fair in Chinatown, and Wicker Fest in Wicker Park. If you're hearing that, you're thinking, Kobe, there are like a dozen other things happening this weekend. We know. But we're trying to figure out how can we hit these 4 major fests with a couple of others sprinkled in while dealing with the unpredictable weather. Welcome back to the mic, Simone and Jermaine.
Hey yo, so happy to be here. Love to join y'all.
Hello, hello.
Simone, it wouldn't be a you and I conversation if there wasn't a little bit of ranking, a little bit of hierarchy, a little bit of competition. So that's why we got Jermaine. He gonna poke holes in our itinerary, ask us a few questions as we go through it, make sure that it is not only possible for us to actually do it, but that we are also giving people the tips and tricks, to make sure it's as fun of a weekend as possible. We got 3 days ahead of us: Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I know we're working on Friday, but give us your Friday evening itinerary.
So Friday is supposed to be the hottest day of the weekend, right? It's supposed to get up to like 95, 90, like mid 90s, high 90s.
I saw 98 at one point. That
98.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So
I'll be inside, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, during the day, stay inside. We're going to be working. We work from home. I'm going to have my AC on. Keep your windows closed if the air quality gets bad again. Find some AC during the day. But we still have some nighttime events that we can do. And for me, if you're going to go nighttime, I think it's got to be Wicker Fest. Wicker Fest is more of a music festival, which means it's going to be lots of, obviously lots of music, high energy, big concerts. I'm going to be totally honest. I don't recognize most of the artists who are playing because I'm not cool. But the one artist I do know, Built to Spill, is playing Friday night at 8.
Yeah, that definitely points. You got the one person and like you made time for that person. So I feel
Come
bad.
on.
Yes.
I like that.
The one thing I will say about Friday is we're expecting more storms on Friday. And we don't just know yet kind of when those storms are going to hit. It seems like there might be before 7 p.m., but also there could be more in the evening. And what I will also say about Wicker Park Fest, right? It's on Milwaukee between Damon and Paulina. That is a really dense neighborhood. There are a lot of restaurants, a lot of shops you can duck into if you have to.
I was going to say, you got bookstores, you got apparel shops, you got coffee shops. Wicker, I like that you put it on Friday where we could go from either sunny, like extremely hot, to maybe having those storms, because I think Wicker is probably one of the neighborhoods in Chicago, when you think about street festivals, that lends itself to either one, sort of staying in the neighborhood, keeping wet, keeping cool without having to go all the way home, or taking your ass home, because the Blue Line right there, access to trains is pretty effective in Wicker Park. And so if you need to dip out the neighborhood fast, I think that's a good Friday night. That's a good Friday night.
So I'm also wondering if it does indeed rain, what are we carrying? Are we umbrellas? Are we ponchos? Are we just inside, just like thugging it out? Like, what's it giving?
Okay, so I am pro umbrella. I have a raincoat that's very thin. So like, right, you always want that thin like windbreaker raincoat, and which is nice because if it's not too hot as well. I bring a bag. I like having a bag not to like carry a bunch of stuff, but because I like to shop. So if I'm going to shop, I want to have stuff in my bag. But here's my best rain tip. Bring an extra pair of socks. Put them in a Ziploc bag so they don't get wet. And then you have a dry pair of socks for when you get home, for the after party, whatever your next stop is.
That's a good point.
That dry pair of socks is going to take you so far. Here's my other reason Wicker Park in the rain is another good idea, in my opinion. I feel like we all have a friend in Wicker Park that we don't see enough. So maybe see if you can go hang out with them and chill at their place. So pass the rain. Point.
I like your choice for Friday. I actually was when I started to put my list together, Wickerfest was my Friday. But I changed my mind and switched it out. And Friday, I'm hitting up Fiesta del Sol, right?
Okay.
At the end of a Friday, I don't necessarily want to be on a schedule, right? I don't want to be trying to make sure I get somewhere by 8 o'clock to see an artist or 7:45 to see an artist. Fiesta del Sol, I feel like I can just make my way to Pilsen. It's not too far from where I live, and I can sort of chill. You got carnival rides. You got hella food. I can grab me a horchata. I can play a couple of carnival games, and if it rains, luckily, like you said, whether it's Wicker, whether it's Pilsen, there are places to drop in. So I think the reason I'm going to Fiesta del Sol is because whether it rains or if the weather stays hot, it stays cool, then I also have somewhere to go once I'm done. Because it's Friday night, I'm trying to go out and kick it. So if I'm in Pilsen, that means I could pop over to Punch House. I could stop at Talia Hall. I could go to the Giant Penny Whistle. And so the night can extend a little bit longer.
Okay. So both of y'all are speaking to both sides of me because we got the 8 p.m., like the musical guest, like seeing someone I love is like very important. But then like also I'm chronically late. So not having like a schedule makes sense too. So both of these things are like really good. Question for Jacoby. I'm wondering, are we like resting before we go? We talk about like long nights or like we have a long day at work. Is there like a nap anywhere in there? Like, are we taking any time to breathe or are we just going like straight to it?
It's another reason why Fiesta del Sol, because it lends itself to if I need some extra time off. Let's just be real. Friday night, I can't, like, getting up to Wicker is going to just be more of a headache for me coming from the southeast side. And so having to sit in that traffic, also trying to hit an artist on time and knowing that if I get caught in the rain, it's a hell of a trip back to my neighborhood. Pilsen at least means that I get to slightly be close to the crib. If I need to take a nap, I can. And they cooking all night. They be out there rocking till literally the lights go off and then some. All right, moving towards Saturday. Now, this is the day you have to maximize because let's be real, Sunday, you already thinking about Monday and having to take your ass back to work. And so Saturday is where you're trying to maximize, get the most amount of opportunities. Both you and I have only hit one festival to this point from our 4-pack. So Simone, how are you planning out your Saturday?
To me, Saturday has to be the 2-fest day. If you've got 4 fests over 3 days, one day has to be a 2-fest day. To me, it's got to be Saturday. Saturday is also, weather-wise, supposed to be the mildest day. There might be some rain in the morning, but if you were out at Wicker or Pilsen the night before, you're not going to get out in the morning. Let's be real. And the high is around 80 degrees, which is sort of peak summertime shy, sort of mostly sunny. That said, you still want to have a lot of water and a lot of rest during a marathon day. So the 2 fests that I'm checking out on Saturday, we're going to go with Summer Fair in Chinatown. And then this is where I'm doing Fiesta del Sol. And I went back and forth on the order of this for a really long time. I think, Fiesta del Sol is the other thing that Fiesta del Sol offers during the day is they're doing a bunch of these like educational expos, on environmental justice. There's like, a college fair. You can get stuff that you need done at the DMV. There's a expungement expo around cannabis convictions.
It's literally a community fair, a sort of neighborhood festival in every sense of the word. You want to talk about wraparound services? They like come get a drink, come get some food, enjoy some music, but also take care of your business.
And if that is the stuff you're interested in, you probably want to get there a little earlier. For me, though, I'm starting the day in Chinatown at Summer Fair. I really want to catch the Lion Dance procession, which starts sort of 12:31-ish.
Ooh, that's an early morning.
That is not that. You live in South Loop, Jermaine. Chinatown is right there. It's so close.
Look, anything before 12 on a Saturday, I'm like, oh. For
It's
me, like waking up
12:30.
before 12.
It's at 12:30. Oh my God. But maybe I stick around. Sort of the frame for me is maybe I stick around to at least 4 p.m., which is when there's a K-pop dance competition, which is I think something that I would really want to see entertainment wise. I think the summer fair to me, like, dim sum is a very like early day lunch food, like grab some of the street food that's going to be out there. And I think there's lots of opportunities to step away and stay cool. Pingtom Park is just north of the parade route of the festival route. It's just on the river. So that's going to be a nice place. The library is also right there on Wentworth if you need a place to cool down. So I think it's sort of an easy way to start the day.
What I love about this schedule is, especially for you, because I actually was torn between where I was going to put Fiesta del Sol. One reason being last year, I think, or maybe the last 2 years, I've attended Chinatown Summer Fair and Fiesta del Sol on the same day and have walked both ways each time. And it is a little bit ridiculous, right? To go from Chinatown to Pilsen. But for me, I absolutely loved it because I grabbed my camera and I just all of the pictures at Chinatown Summer Fair, and then the walk over to Pilsen, all of the pictures on that route, and then all of the pictures in Pilsen. And so I almost went with that exact same choice, but I'm going to introduce, because I'm actually going to try and hit a 3 fair day or a 3 fest day.
I'm not about that life.
I'm trying to hit the 3P. And so I got a contingency plan. If it is raining on Saturday, I'm going further south towards Pullman to see the Wonder of Words Literary Festival. It's the 2nd annual, and this is a festival dedicated to books that have come out recently, books that are about to come up. They have entertainment opportunities. There's indigenous and African style drumming. There are live interviews with our friend Dr. Viewing. And so this is an opportunity to go inside if it's raining, but still get the festival vibes. All of the festivals we're talking about are outdoors, outside. And so you're having to think, if it rains, if it gets too hot, where do I go? And with the Wonder of Words Literary Festival, starts at 11 a.m., runs through about 5 p.m., 6 p.m. You can be indoors and still get that festival vibe. But if it is hot outside, I'm not going to leave my neighborhood just yet. Being at Hyde Park on Saturday, we have 2 festivals in the neighborhood, Bantu Fest and the From the Go Fest. Bantu Fest is at Midway Placence over near the University of Chicago. And then if you just take about a 10-minute walk over to the DuSable, you can see the From the Go Fest. And so that's how I'm starting my day. If it's raining, I'm heading a little bit further south in an Uber early in the morning. Luckily, because I don't have to be outside, I'm not drinking. This is just more, right? It gets the day started in a nice sort of calm way. But if it is hot outside, I'm going to just go enjoy a bunch of local Chicago musicians in my neighborhood, about a 6-minute walk away, so I can sort of process my post-Fiesta del Sol stomach and mind feelings, but still get to enjoy and sort of get my momentum kicked off early in the day. Go ahead, post Mo's if you need to. Y'all know how I get down out here. I'll be up and out, so go ahead.
If you're not going to Chinatown at noon, are you going to Pullman at 11?
See, look, you got me there. You're so correct. Because no matter where we going, further south, Chinatown, wherever, I am in the bed. So I'm just thinking, like, how do you even?
Here, man. I gotta show face. Stop playing.
Look, it's just the late nights before and then the early in the morning. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And then like we're out all day long. Like, see, this is where I'm kind of like, I don't really know. So I'm wondering, like, what are we? If we're out all day long, like, what is in the bag? What are we taking?
No, I got plans. Relax. I got plans. So I am taking a bag with me on Saturday. Friday, I am not, because my plan is to go out post Fiesta del Sol. And so I'm not taking my camera. I'm just going out with my sort of ID, a little towel for the sweat brow if I need it. But on Saturday, I am leaving with a larger bag early in the day. And in that, I have water bottle. I've got some Pepto-Bismol if I needed, some little tablets. I have my camera, charged batteries, memory card, everything I need to get, because I plan on, luckily, a lot of these festivals aren't too far from your boy. It's not like Simone, where she got to make an investment to get to the South Side. A lot of these things are in my neighborhood, and so I'm going to pass my house at some point. So let me get through it, right? After my morning is over, that's when I'm checking out Chinatown Summer Fair. Is midday Saturday. Hopefully the weather is, maybe if it was very hot that day, it's kind of calmed down. If it's rain, hopefully it's passed. Because luckily with the rain recently, it hasn't been an all-day situation, right? It's been a 30 minutes to an hour torrential downpour, and then it kind of disappears. I can get out, give me a little lunch in me, and Chinatown.
Okay,
right,
sorry. Can I just clarify something here?
Go ahead.
So your morning is one of these extra fests that's not on
one
the list.
One of the extra fests, right? Morning fest, something to get me into the day, whether it's reading or it's something in the neighborhood.
And then Chinatown.
Midday.
Midday.
I'm thinking somewhere around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
And then
I'm going to go home. I'm going to clean myself up, right? I'm going to shower. I'm going to be good so that I can get back out, so I can get up to Wicker Park to end the day at Wicker Fest. Yep. Because then, again, similar. No, hear me out. Similar to Friday, being out at night in Pilsen means that I can plan to go out after the fest. If I have cleaned up, gotten showered, and I'm back out at Wicker Fest around 7 o'clock, I'm still able to see, I could go see Billy Woods, I could go see The Regrets, I can go see Future Roots, and then I still have time to go out post Wicker Fest. And so sure, it's been a long day, but like, hey, we're gonna die soon. I'm trying to pack in the day as much as possible.
See, I don't know, because it's like, you get home and then the couch is right there. And it's given like, let me just take like a 30-minute snooze, and then boom, it's midnight.
I do not need a 30-minute snooze. I'm trying to pack it in. Again, we got to show face out in these streets, man. And so I'm trying to stop by. I have not done a single multi-fest day so far this summer. And so when you're really thinking about it, 3 fests one day throughout 3.5 months, I don't think that's too bad. So my Saturday is packed.
You are selling so hard right now. You are selling so hard.
Now watch when I hit y'all with all of these pictures on Saturday, Sunday, and y'all like, damn, he actually got out and did everything. So I got super ambitious on Saturday. Simone hit a 2-fest mollywop on Saturday as well. And now we're coming up to Sunday, and it seems that though we've done things differently in our first 2 days, we have ended up in the exact same place on Sunday. So Simone, tell me about the trek from Uptown down to Oakwood Beach.
Yes, how is that working?
Well, you see, that will probably be a combination of public transit there and then probably a car on the way back. But it seems like if this is the assignment, right, is to try to hit all 4 of these fests. And to me, it seems like the obvious answer: Sunday beach day. If you're going to be at the beach all day at the Silver Room Block Party, Sunday is the day to do it. Again, we're looking at a high near 80 degrees, but full sun. Bring a bag. I might even bring my beach chair. This is a luxurious Sunday of enjoying music and food. And I think a nice way to round it out. I've missed the after parties. It's okay. I'm all right.
You all good.
And just out there celebrating.
See, that's speaking to me. It's simple. It's one day. We're going from here to there. We're hanging out, and then we're going back.
Right, well, you'll appreciate my Sunday plan as well, because after going so hard on Saturday, I don't plan on being at the block party until after 1 o'clock, right? And
now we're talking.
Oakwood Beach, it is a walk from my house. And so I am going to walk to the Silver Room Block Party. I am going to walk past the Hyde Park Art Center, stop in, give me a nice little lemonade, walk around, see the new art exhibits in there as I'm making my way. It's also a way to stay cool throughout the day, right? I don't want to make the full just like 30-minute walk immediately. So I got some places to stop in. I'm actually hosting at the Silver Room Block Party in the afternoon at 4 o'clock. So you can basically catch me there all day, similar to Simone. I'm going to be relaxed. I'm going to be chilling throughout the day. And there's so many people I want to see, from Kai and Achilles at 1:45. I'm excited for Mick Jenkins at 5:30 and Freddie Old Soul at 6:45. This is the place where I know the most amount of people who are performing. The Silver Room Block Party is the place I'm going to spend the most amount of time throughout the weekend. I'm both going to see people that I know, I'm going to perform, and I'm going to have both a clean walk there and clean walk home early enough to get to bed, sort of recover before before we start on Monday. And so, yeah, I think we both in agreement. A nice, relaxing beach day on Sunday is the best way to end. But I think I will have earned my relaxation on the beach just a little bit more. Just a little bit more.
Jacoby, relaxation never has to be earned.
Oh,
I'm saying.
We live in late stage capitalism. What y'all talking about?
No.
Let's be
Rest
real.
is resistance.
Let's be real.
Okay?
Yes.
Rest is resistance. For that exact reason, I'm going to have to go with Simone for my top because there's no way I'm spending my Saturday ripping and running all types around the city. I don't have time. I don't have energy. Saturday is for rest.
Hey, I'm happy for you. It makes sense. It makes sense. You have no desire to get a full cultural experience of Chicago in this expansive city throughout one of the most culturally significant weekends in our city, in which we are paying respect
are you shaming
to
me
so
for
many
wanting
different.
Jacoby,
I'm
are you saying?
I understand.
Are you saying
I understand.
this is crazy?
I respect your choice, Jermaine, to prioritize your rest and your sleep. I get it. I'm with it.
Oh, Jacoby, so shady. No need to be sore. No need to be sore about it.
Y'all should have added a competitive element to this thing. You've
won every other City Cast Chicago. Let me have this one.
And that, okay, so put it this way. All right, you won. How much of that weekend you gonna actually do now? I'm gonna do my weekend. What you gonna do?
Dear listener, this is an entirely theoretical exercise for me. I'm going to see Barbie this weekend, and I'm so sorry. But that said, my justification for that is like I said, these are all tips you can take. Bring in your socks, bring in your umbrella, finding out where the library is, the field house is, sunscreen. All of these are tips you can take into the many, many, many other fests that we are going to have in Chicago this summer. So you can take these itineraries, think about them, and apply these lessons. I think it'll be great.
If you want links to tickets, show lineups, head over to the show notes where we'll have everything for you. I want to give another huge thank you to our lead producer, Simone Alisea, and our fantastic marketing coordinator, Jermaine. Thank you for stopping by as always.
Oh, thanks for having me. Bye, Barbies.
Bye.
Before I let you go, a little bit of news, y'all. A Rogers Park Super 8 motel is the latest location that's opened up to migrants and asylum seekers in the city. Alderwoman Maria Hatton says it'll provide shelter for about 250 individuals, mostly families. 2,000 people in Cook County died last year from opioid overdoses, according to the medical examiner's office. They say 90% of those deaths were related to fentanyl. Black Hawks chairman and United Center co-owner Rocky Wirtz has died at the age of 70. Wirtz took over as Hawks chairman back in 2007. And some good news. Join me tonight at the Harold Washington Library in celebration of the launch of the Help This Garden Grow podcast. It's a series dedicated to the life, labor, and legacy of Chicago and Altgeld Garden's own Hazel Johnson, a.k.a. the mother of environmental justice. Tickets are free with a link in the show notes. As always, we appreciate you for listening. Make sure you're reading our daily newsletter, Hey Chicago, at chicago.citycast.fm. I'll talk to you bright and early tomorrow. Peace.